day to everyone. For today's vlog, we're going to tackle about foods, cultural, media, and pop cultural of one of the most well-known places in the world, which is the Thailand. So what are we waiting for? Be with us and let us all travel together to Thailand and discover all of this together. Thailand has made remarkable progress in social and economic development, moving from a low income to an upper middle income country in less than a generation. As such, Thailand has been a widely cited development success story with sustained strong growth and impressive poverty reduction. Thailand's economy grew at an average annual rate of 7.5% in the boom years of 1960 to 1996 and 5% during 1999 to 2005 following the Asian financial crisis. This growth created millions of jobs that helped pull millions of people out of poverty. Gains along multiple dimensions of welfare have been impressive, and more children are getting more years of education. And virtually everyone is now covered by health insurance, while other forms of social security have expanded.
Thailand. The majority of population is Buddhist, but about 3 million Muslims live in the south near the Mauritian Sea. Thailand's cuisine is influenced by Chinese and Indian cultures. Most Thai dishes are spicy with ingredients such as hot chilies, lemongrass, basil, ginger, and coconut milk. Thai farmers cultivate modalities that feed silkworms. The worms create silk, which is made into beautiful silk clothing in Thailand, France, and the United States. Bangkok is called the Venice of the East because there are 83 canals, as many as 10,000 boats, full of fruits, vegetables, and fish called canals, and create a floating market. The city of Bangkok is home to many impressive Buddhist structures, featuring gold-layered spires, graceful pagodas, and giant Buddha statues.
Pad Thai is commonly heralded as the national dish of Thailand, despite its global acclaim as one of the most delicious and most essential dishes of Thai cuisine. Pad Thai was actually an invention of the 20th century and is made using Chinese rice noodles. However, this kind of borrowing from other cultures' food is precisely what makes the Thailand food culture so utterly delicious and unique. Furthermore, Pad Thai has become singularly most iconic dish of Thailand and can now be found in restaurants all over the world, thanks to its universal appeal and status as one of Thailand's most important dishes. Khao Pad Kung is possibly the most popular version of Thai fried rice you can find in your country. Basically, Khao Pad Kung is fried rice with shrimp. Once again, this is another Thai dish that was born out of Chinese, specifically Cantonese cooking styles. The basis of this deliciously comforting dish of fragrant jasmine rice, fried with garlic shrimp, onions, scallions, and of course chilies. The key to this dish is more flavor, however, is the mix of fish sauce, chili, and lime, which help to make every mouthful a real punch of flavor.
So let's proceed to Mazaman Curry. First, what Mazaman mean in Thai? Mazaman means is Muslim-like curry. Mazaman curry is very popular in Thailand, and it's also a very classic Thai dish that will not have been possible without foreign influences. This particular curry is a fusion between the already established then methods and ingredients with spices and influences from other trade, the Indian subcontinent, and Malaysia. Mazaman is a mild Thai curry recipe made with a yellow Mazaman curry peas, coconut milk, and potatoes. Mazaman curry recipe tends to be milder and sweeter than other curries due to addition of spices like cinnamon, star anise, and cardamom. So it's a great option if you're not a fan of spicy foods, and what's more, this lovely curry can be made on a table within 45 minutes. Mazaman is derived name from archaic word for Muslim because of its history due to its Muslim heritage. This curry is most commonly made using chicken or beef, with pork being a less common option and not eaten by a Thai Muslim because it's considered to be hard.
Now, let us witness the culture and media of Thailand. Thai culture is often referred as the land of smiles. Thailand is renowned for the welcoming and warm disposition of its culture and people. Rice plantations and ornate temples are interspersed in and around busy cosmopolitan cities, reflecting the diversity of landscapes and lifestyles. Being a historical autonomous Asian kingdom, Thailand is significantly influenced by its traditions. Buddhism and the monarchy have historically been seen as source of order and stability in society and continue to act as symbol of unity for the Thai people. Yet, the culture is also accommodating of contemporary practices and values. Many Thai people have embraced progressive ideas as their country has globalized. This is reflected in the country's capital, Bangkok, which is a vibrant cosmopolitan city containing a melting pot of traditional influence and contemporary attitudes. Hollywood has dominated the film and TV scenes for decades, but there's been a shift due to streaming services like Netflix. Content from everywhere is accessible to everyone, which means K-drama can be watched by someone in North America or Thai films can be enjoyed by Europeans. Truth be told, Thai films and their directors were making a name for themselves even before streaming services were a thing. Thai horror flicks in particular, ranging from bone-chillingly terrifying to standing the line of scary and funny with the hybrid horror comedy genre, are popular outside the kingdom. Plus, there's no other country that came up with the idea of doing a movie that puts PMTF transgender in a spooky haunted house to create a comedic and horror effect. But it's not just horror. Thai materials art films have proven to be hit worldwide. And let's not forget the Indie film genre, which has received recognition on the world stage.
Pop culture. Thai popular music and culture, from Thai films to Thai idols together, are a potent phenomenon. Modern Thai pop or Spain pop is influenced by Britpop and popular movements of other Asian nations, but it is very distinctive in its own right. Just like Lisa from Blackpink, otherwise known to be a K-pop idol that from her solo debut album. Fans recognize the headdress and traditional clothing she wore at one of her music videos. Thai people are giving back positive response about how she managed to get people be interested in Thai culture. And now more than 140 TV series and 60 movies were filmed in Thailand in 2019 before the pandemic, compared with 74 shows and 41 films in 2014 according to Thai Film Board. And now the question is, how it affects the world or the globalization? It affects in a way wherein some other people with different cultures has adopted it already in their daily lives or daily practices. And because of globalization, some other countries open to have restaurants with Thai foods. And some of the teenagers are very addicted to Thai series that is quite active even up to this generation. And that's all for today's video, and we hope you guys enjoyed watching our media and cultural blog.
And I'll go